What's up, everybody? We're gonna try this one more time. We're gonna do the mystery tackle box challenge. This one's not been opened. Still got the seal. See if we can tie them all up, catch something on every lure. Let's see how this goes. All right, let's open up this box, see what we got. Let's see here. Slab collar. Ooh, a dry fly. That ought to be fun. Little bitty spinner bait. Little spinner bait. Should be able to make that work. There's that slab collar. Euro tackle. Fishing Ken's been promoting them. He likes their stuff. I think we can do something with that. A slip rig with a spinner. Now, anybody that fishes with me knows I live on slip rigs, so we should make that work, no problem. Brothers Baits. Well, that's cool. Look how bright that is. Little nymph type. Little mustad, size 4s. Shouldn't be no problem at all. Some more mustad, size 8s. Maybe do that together. Freedom Baits, Trident. Well, I hope they're wanting little bitty baits today. Spoons. Y'all know I've been experimenting with spoons. Anybody talks to me about fishing. H&H Cajun Spin. A little spinner, a little head. I think we can make that work. Kind of looks like a crappie magnet style bait. Well, I'm glad I've been practicing with spoons. Lighted firefly. Get lit, get bit. Battery, huh? Evidently that eye lights up. Instructions. Advertisement, sticker, price list. Alrighty, so here's what we're looking at. This is the challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different rods. 10, 11 different products. Spoon, little slip rig, little spinner, these little baits. I might have to search out some bluegill for those. I've got these laying side by side because this hook is actually on both of these two rods. This is paired with this hook. Here's the spinner. That's going to be something to catch fish with that. And the dry fly. Here's another thing. Everybody always tries to... I see all these YouTube guys explaining what kind of rod and stuff they're using like it matters. They all work. I've got everything from a 13-footer with 15-pound braid down to a $20 Walmart combo I bought just to let some kid learn on who happens to go fishing with me. So they all work. You just got to practice to get used to what each one does. They're all for different circumstances. But let's see if we can get this challenge done. Alrighty. Ish Creek, by the way. Let's see how that is. That may be bluegill. I'm gonna start off with them little bitty baits. Let's grab this little pretty pink one right quick. Look at that. Boy, that is not much of a bait. Look at that compared to my thumbnail. 10 to 12 foot out. I did add a split shot to it. We looked at it, nothing bit. It's not as bright. See if it's something more along the lines of what they want. I'm looking at it, but they're walking away. Fish may not be very active. Yep, ain't much caring for that one. Ain't caught a fish yet. It's got 2 little bites on it. This is hard. May wind up having to tip it with a minnow or something. I have to cast this way past it. Not right on top of it, way past it. Hard to keep these little bitty spinners down 20 foot. There we go. There's a fish finally. Nice keeper crappie. On the beetle spin. H&H Cajun spin. Sweet. In the box, in the lake. Let's try this fly so we can pull another crappie out of that tree. I ran them little lures through that 15 times and couldn't get bit. See if they want a minnow. What's cool about this slip rig, you can see 12 foot is at the top of them. That should be about 12 foot. I can move this knot to whatever depth I want. That'll allow my bait to sink down to that depth. But I've only got to cast out just a little bit of line. There's my rig falling. Should stop. Stop there. Might be about a foot too deep. We'll leave it there for a second. Wait for it to get bit. watching TV. Another little crappie. It's neat, that little spinner on it. I never thought about doing that before. Ah, come here. There we go. Slip bobber rig. Box in a lake. Let's try this again. I'm gonna compare that Thiel Bobber's slip rig. It came with a knot, as you can see right here, to move for your depth. And it's got a bead that's so this big hole in this bobber don't go over your knot. This brass grommet, that's really important. Because if not, if they don't have the brass, the plastic will get grooves in it, and then your line will get hung in those grooves and won't want to sink to the proper depth. All right, this thing came rigged in the package with this swivel tied to mono with the split shot down to a little spinner blade and another bead, and then the hook. All this was already pre-tied, ready to go. All I did was put the knot on the line, the bead, the bobber, tied it to the swivel. So that's a pretty elaborate setup. It worked really well. It got bit real fast. The setup I normally use, which I actually cut off this rod to put that one on, I use rubber stops. You can see they slide to whatever depth. I also use the bead. As it goes down like it stops there. So I use the rubber stop, the bead, also use the brass grommets, slip bobber, sinker to a hook. So I don't have the swivel or the bead and the blade at the bottom, but they can be pretty simple, pretty elaborate. They work really well. It's one of my favorite ways to catch fish. It's what Papa Frank taught me. So I started crappie fishing was that right there. All right, we're gonna improvise a little bit. I've tipped that little nymph with a minnow. See if that helps us get bit on it. I'm right down in the middle of this tree. You can see all the fish in there. They're coming looking at my stuff. I'm over here now. Get back here towards the tree. He was around a limb. Nice black crappie. Quit. Very nice. Cool. These pliers that hooks perfectly. Where's my pliers? Oh, behind my wallet. Sweet. All right, that gets rid of two. The Brothers baits and the size 8 mustad. Pretty fish in the box, in the lake. Padow. We're gonna follow that theme up and try it with this little Trident Freedom Baits. Tip it with a minute too. See if we can pull another one out of this tree. Drop right straight. There I come. I'm gonna drop down towards that pilot fish. I don't know. I might see if he's one on top will hit first. There we go. See the Trident? I know this is kind of cheating, but I really like doing this a lot. I don't have any baits this small, so I'm really glad I've tried these. What that does is just adds a little bit of color down there when that minnow's flicking around. Something else to grab their attention. So it's actually a style of fishing I really like to do. A lot of times I use real small dry flies, but this is a really good option. Sweet. In the box, in the lake. Let's give this a whirl. I'm just going to drop it a time or two. Just curious if they'll come up out of that bush for this. I was hoping to go for some stripe later with it. I wouldn't even try it on this bush, afraid I'd lose it, but that pack came with like 6 spoons in it. So even if I break off, I think it'll be all right. These little flutter spoons, you can catch anything on them. Funny thing is, I've never actually caught a crappie on one. Oh, I had him for a second. Fish on. Oh, come on. Sweet. Look at there. Crappie on a spoon. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. Sweet. Eagle claw. Little bite spoons. Let's try this Euro tackle one more time. This tree seems to be livening up a little bit. We'll try to do it without the minnow, but if they don't like this, I'm gonna put a minnow on it, catch one with it too. I may put a crappie nibble on it. See if that'll help. It's just a slow bite right now. See what, these hooks sure do like limbs. It's Tuesday, July 20th, so it's 81-degree water temperature, so I'm gonna have to be creative to catch fish on all these. I hadn't used scents in a while. There you go. Power bait, crappie nibbles. See if that little bit of scent helps it. It counts. After all, this is a crappie and panfish box. That gives us the size 4 mustad, the Euro tackle, in the box, in the lake. I did have to tip it. Crappie nibbles. I'm gonna try this spinner again. Get it to stay down there. Coming right across his head. You're looking at it. Come on, baby. Oh, that's a good fish. Yeah. Didn't want that. Might have been because I was going so slow I couldn't keep that blade spinning. Let's see if they'll come after this. know what's causing that. I don't know if this flutter spoon's needed. Keeps fluttering away from me, which really means you get a lot of, stays in the strike zone for a long time. Dang it, I forgot to hit record. Panfish. This a monster. But you know what? It's a panfish box. Lighted firefly in the box. Sweet. I may have to put a nibble on this hair jig too. Adding this pink color might help too, since that flies all chartreuse green. Oh, that helped him bite it for sure. I just missed it. Yeah. Got him. Cool. Had to add scent to it, but crappie in the box, into the lake. Guess what? We only got one more. Sweet. Last but not least, it's a good looking fish. Little bitty spinner bait. Little spinner bait. Should be able to make that work. funny how you boxes, how oftentimes I think something's gonna be a really good bait and have more trouble with them than the other ones. I can't see why this ain't getting bit. They'll follow it, they just won't take it. Finally. Come on. We're going to take it. Oh, see up here. Whew. It's just a bar bass, but that's a fish on every lure in the box. In the box, back in the lake. And with that, I'm going to call this challenge complete.